Hey guys, what's going on? Kevincage back with another cryptocurrency video. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into this. So first things first, I am Legion on Twitter. What's next? Who will make another bid on MoneyGram, or will Ripple increase their ownership with additional offers, perhaps buying stock at another premium? I'm very curious because the upside for MoneyGram stock, who knows? I mean, honestly, we've been seeing tremendous growth, and if they're really saving as much as we think per transaction, their literal net revenue, on quarter four, I'm very excited to see that financial report. So who will end up controlling MoneyGram, the second largest money transfer service in the world, and get a big piece of this $155 trillion global remittance market? Will, Visa make a bid? Will MasterCard? And this is speculation, but check this out. So I am Legion shared this though. So Reuters right here, Ant Financial's plan to acquire the U.S. money transfer company MoneyGram International Inc. (MGI) was the stock ticker, collapsed on Tuesday after the United States government panel actually rejected it over a national security concern, the most high-profile Chinese deal to be torpedoed under the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump. So literally, as the title says, U.S. blocks MoneyGram sale to China's Ant Financial on national security concern. Very, very interesting. And again, guys, great threads as always. If you're not following I Am Legion, get on Twitter, create an account if you're in the XRP community, and follow this guy. All right, right here, man with the name, bullish proof. Again, we already know about this, but I'm going to go in more depth and detail. So MasterCard and R3 are partnering, obviously. We know about the announcement to develop new blockchain-powered cross-border payment solutions. And as we go on a little further here, Stuart_XRP, one of the top researchers here in the XRP community, is quoting David Rudder, and he's the CEO of R3. R3 is the consortium of 300 plus, central banks, institutions, payment providers, financial institutions, and they are huge. And again, Corda is the open source platform. Their first settlement mechanism is XRP. They own XRP, vested interests in alt-end to use the best asset, and especially something that they want to appreciate over time. So again, September 11th, here's his quote. Cross-border payments can be a particular pain point. Corda was designed specifically for enterprise use cases such as this, and we look forward to supporting MasterCard in bringing blockchain-enabled businesses across the globe. And as we can see right here, MasterCard and R3, a leading enterprise blockchain service provider, have today announced a strategic partnership developing and piloting a new blockchain-enabled cross-border payment solution that will initially focus on connecting global faster payments infrastructures, schemes, and banks supported by a clearing and settlements network operated by MasterCard. All right, I'm curious. Do you think they're going to be able to develop an ecosystem that already has live payment rails? Or do you think that they're going to need something to source on-demand liquidity? Because if they're just doing payments and real-time payments, that's not solving the issue at hand, which I'll go into. Settlement is the name of the game. We want to, get rid of these Nostro and Vostro accounts. It takes time. And as I wanted to go into right here, XRPiata talking about this. With XRP, it truly is a no-brainer because when you're using XRapid or, Xcurrent 4.0, you are utilizing XRP, sourcing on-demand pooled liquidity, saving up to 70%. There's no pre-funding required. There's no fees required. We're talking, fractions of a penny per transaction for real savings instantaneously with an agnostic bridge asset, especially if they're talking global settlement. These are the key words. And this is why it's a no-brainer. Again, even, XRPiata believes, R3 plus MasterCard plus Corda, of course, which is the platform. They're joining R3's platform, and I know MasterCard says that they're trying to create their own, but it's most likely that they'll create their own in-house solution that will connect directly to Corda, and then it's XRP. Now, this is speculation. A lot of people get upset by this, but you have to connect the dots. People connected the dots in the past with MoneyGram as well when they were piloting XRP, and it happened. And look what's happening right now. We're seeing savings, and they have not even ramped up. And Alex Holmes, CEO of MoneyGram, literally announced that he's so excited for quarter four to really ramp things up and see some tremendous cost savings, and they'll be able to create additional streams of income. This is what these banks, these institutions, these clients want over RippleNet. They want to make money. They want to find savings, and then with all of the dormant capital as well, with these, pre-funded Nostro and Vostro accounts, they can have that money make money for them. And it's not costing them money to hold anymore. They're not losing money to inflation. And again, Negative interest rates are coming. We've been saying this for a long time in the XRP community, and I'll go over that in a future video. It's simply a matter of time. It's going to cost money, and digital assets are going to be one of the very few safe havens. Next up, I Am Legion tagging back up Bradley. Brad Kimes on YouTube. Check this guy out. Honestly, great. One of my favorite people in the XRP community, period. Very knowledgeable and just a stand-up, genuine person. So, okay, right here I'm going to be reading this, so check this, and this is the last thing I want to go over. So, cryptocurrency. MasterCard filed a patent to manage fractional reserves of blockchain currency. While no products have been brought to the market, the technology could speed up blockchain transactions. The patent concerned a method and system for linkage of blockchain-based assets to fiat currency accounts. Interoperability protocols. All right. Fiat currency is legal tender backed by an issuing government such as dollars, pounds, euros, Singapore dollar, you get it. Now, the implication is that customers would be able to tie their cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin, for example, the number one cryptocurrency by, the most adopted, to their MasterCard account and actually spend it. I'm, super curious. People have been reaching out to me how taxes would work, but obviously when this actually comes to fruition, I'm sure there's going to be regulation and clarity by that time. And then again, as we know, MasterCard partners R3 on blockchain-powered cross-border payments for the 1,000th time. And right here, I'm just very curious if MasterCard's just going to create their own, inherent walled garden system and, incorporate Corda in some manner. But again, it's still vague. So I'm very curious what's going to happen. It could be very bullish for XRP, or it could have no effect. All right. I do not want to hype people up, but I want you to see that all of these groups now are putting a push not only on real-time payments, which was the hot topic, the RTP, but we're talking real-time gross settlement. We're talking true settlement of payments when the value is actually sitting where it needs to be. And then right here, ACI Worldwide, we talked about them a few days ago. They are a monster. All right, they're transferring up almost 10% of Swift's daily transaction. All right, so in terms of, Swift's whole transaction network, they're transferring about 9 to 10% of that. So now ACI Worldwide and VocaLink to create payments network. So let's kind of do a little deep dive into this now. What's here? MasterCard acquired VocaLink to facilitate as many payment flows and payment types as possible to provide choice to consumers, banks, businesses, and governments across the world. Now remember, Visa acquired Earthport, MasterCard acquired VocaLink, and now they just engaged a partnership with ACI Worldwide. So VocaLink has embedded, RTP, real-time payments capability into real-time infrastructure and pay-by-bank application. RTP will provide real value to businesses and specifically small and medium-sized enterprises. And now let's tie it back together. So we know that VocaLink is in a partnership here to create a new payments network. And then as we can see right here, as I've covered a few days ago, ACI Worldwide deploys RippleNet back in 2018. And check this out, over 5,100 organizations with real-time payment systems. And then right here, it has over 1,000 of the largest FIs and intermediaries, coupled with thousands of global merchants relying on its platform to execute $14 trillion in daily securities and payment transactions. That's around 9% of Swift's network. And let's just play a little game now. We've seen that people in the past have shown what XRP's price would, have to be, and they have actually calculated it various ways what XRP's price would have to be to accommodate and support that specific volume of even, 1%, 5%, 10%, 20%, 50% of Swift's network. I'll give you a hint. It's a lot more than 25 cents. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.